Alright, we are back with some more replay analysis, this time with some 2v2s. So we'll see what happens. I haven't seen these replays. Let's just see. Player view, perks. Let's go. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna... Oh, whoops. I'm gonna assume this is... I'm so confused. Play. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna assume this is like 1500, 1500. Good challenge. Good recovery. Good boost grab. Take space. Yeah, that, you know, that's a good double tap. Could probably shoot this first time, but yeah, that's a good double tap. Good read. Good placement on the shot. Well played. Close cheat, fakes the aerial, kind of works. You don't really have to do this though. You can just like, you can cheat up here. You don't have to go for this ball. The awkward part about going up for this is that like you can see your, you can see the I love my teammate dude pushing up. He's going for the 100 pad. And when you're directly underneath a ball like this, you don't really have vision of anyone else, right? I see that you're using your stick to look down. But you should try to look to your left because you can see the I love my teammate dude is pushing up that side, and you know that Gaga is pushing to the right because he's going for the corner, the right boost there. So a bit too antsy popping off there. You can probably play time instead. Good recovery though. Nice, good 50. Good backing out, allowing your teammate to go in. Can pressure this ball. Yeah, you don't really like this mid touch is really not really that good, you know. You can see your teammate is pushing to the corner if you just flick your stick. Realistically, this touch does nothing. You can play time and just like take control of this instead of just bouncing it off the wall. You're just giving your opponents a free open net, which they don't score, but you know, the point still stands. Pushing a bit too far, but it's fine. You're using a lot of boost here. I don't know what your teammate is doing, but okay. But you're using a lot of boost here. You can probably do this without spending this much boost. But it's fine. Decent bump attempt. You have a slow recovery, but your teammate is able to recover. Yeah, you don't really have to go for the corner boost here. You can just pad and play for the pressure instead. This way you're out of the play. Like, if you had turned for pads instead, you could have challenged this ball. Decent challenge. Spacing out, going for the... Again, you can play for pads here, you know. You don't have to go for the corner here. You can play the 50 for of your teammate instead. But it's like your distance is okay. You're covering the clear, which is fine. But you can probably play for pressure here instead of going for the boost. Teammate leaves you in a 2v1, but that's fine. Decent touch. Play for time. Good 50. You don't have to jump for this. You see that your teammate is jumping, so like the only thing you're doing here by jumping is putting yourself in a bad position, and without a lot of boost. But it works out. But like right here, when you see your teammate jump, just like position back post and have 100 boost instead. There's literally no reason to jump there. And then you panic here and just pass the ball up mid again. So just be aware of your teammate's positioning and like look at what he's doing instead of just like reacting to everything, or instead of just jumping for the ball there. You got lots of time. Probably take a touch. Right here, like... Okay, so this is a thing that happens a lot in lower ranked games, right? people will go for the off the wall play, but it's so slow. So Gaga is pre-jumping you. You don't need to go for this boost. You already have 100, right? So what you can do instead is just like cut it in field and go directly for net. You can see that the I love my teammate guy is going for the corner, and Gaga has a bad recovery to challenge if you just put this ball mid and get a bounce dribble or a dribble going. So this could have been an easy 2v1 and a goal, but like playing the ball up the corner is just too slow here. Yeah, this is a risky challenge. This is a very risky challenge. Because if this ball 50s up mid, your teammate isn't back, and then Gaga has a free net. Good touch. You could have probably, even here, right? You have 100 boost. You don't need to go for the corner. You could just recover and go for the ball quickly here and beat Gaga to the ball. This is a bit awkward. Passing play of the century. Probably go for dish. Right here, you see your opponent, like you see the goalie is going for the in and out save. There's no reason to play it high here. If you play it high, you play into his strengths. Playing it low here will force him to be awkward. And you have the boost to do that. Cut above the, like drive above the ball and just cut it down. And it's an easy mid pass slash dish. Good bump. That's very smart. Well played. Good awareness. Alright, so you should have possession off the kickoff here. Yeah, that's a weak pass. Good thing that you didn't commit. Nice, good awareness that your teammate is going for the ball. Wait for the shot. Play time, which is nice. You don't have to jump for this. There's no pressure on it. You can just like take your time here. The only thing you're doing now is wasting your own boost. Like no one is on this ball, right? So you can just chill, but it works out. That's a bit of a commit from your teammate, but it's good. Pop it up mid. Yeah, you don't have the boost to do anything here. So like just pop it up mid with a flip. There's no reason to try to control this because you don't have the boost to do anything. Yeah, and also like you're pathing back to net. Like, it's good that you flip. It's good that you're flipping, but you're whiffing every pad, right? You could have had like 40 boost instead of 12. So like your pathing back to net could be a lot better. Decent touch. Your teammate is following pad up. Nice. Good fake. Alright. I guess that happens. Good fake though, to make him mess up. Good touch. You don't really have the boost to follow. Good thing that you're saving your boost, but then you waste it all. Alright. So this is very well played. Like, not wasting boost to try to go for this ball, but then the second that you're back on the ground, your boost is gone. Right? And then you're in the corner instead of pressuring the play, right? You don't have to boost back here. Like this isn't a threatening touch. You even see your teammate, right? So turning on pads here would have been way better to have mid pressure. You don't have to, like, playing fast isn't about being supersonic all the time. Well, it kind of is, but playing fast is about being boost efficient and about pathing right for the boost pads, so that you can keep supersonic way more often while still having boost, right? You can drive around and be supersonic and waste all your boost and be at 0 boost, but then you won't have boost to do anything when you're on the ball or when you need to use your boost, right? So learning how to path efficiently over pads while still moving about the field is like, yeah, is the way to go about it, right? A good way to do that is like to deactivate 100 boost in free play and just like drive around the field and try to be supersonic while using boost all the time, so that you learn where the boost pads are. Because a lot of the time you rotate way too far back into the corner to grab the 100 boost instead of trying to maintain pressure by rotating on pads, right? So this game is over. Let's check the next one. Let's see, player cam, perks. Oh my god. Nice. This is good boost usage by you. Keeping a high boost total while maintaining the pressure. Decent play, going for the 50. Again, here you don't really need to use this boost. You can just like path on these 3 pads in the middle when you're going back to net and have 70 to 80 boost instead of, you know, not going for any pads and have 30. So, you know, again, boost pads and pathing. Like boost pads and pathing here is what costs you this goal, right? Because then you would have boost to recover and all that. But it's all good. Happens. Good kickoff. Wait, did your teammate leave your boost? Okay, that's well played by your teammate to leave you the boost there. Well played. Nice, good cut. You could honestly you could cut this on the other side and play to the to your corner. Would have probably been better, but I like the fact that you don't just like throw the ball away. Ooh, that's a bit greedy by your teammate. Well, whatever. All right. Nice, good doink. Good boost leave. You probably could go for, like, if you're going to commit here, you should probably pre-jump this one. Either pre-jump it or go for the bump. I wouldn't advise going here because it's a bit greedy. Right here, you can just fake. You can just turn and make him go for the high pop and be back for the defense. Like, there's no reason to go here. You know, absolutely no reason to go. But if you're going to go, either pre-jump or go for the bump. Trying to react to this touch is really hard because, one, you're too close to be able to react to this because it's hitting it that hard, and two, if you jump here, you leave and you miss the ball, you leave your teammate in 2v1. So just faking this, go for the pad, and turn back is, you know, the play. Good demo. Good boost leave. Playing slow in mid is fine here. You probably could control that, but it's fine. Your teammate has control on the wall. Hopefully he pass. Never mind. You won't get the double. Ooh, close. Could probably pre-jump this one. Again, you're trying to react to touches that are really hard to react to. You know your team is behind here. If you pre-jump this one, you force the Hizo guy to go low, and then your teammate has a free clear. Or if you pre-jump and he goes high, then you have it. It's a pretty easy ball, right? Trying to react to it is a bit hard. So again, either pre-jump. I would pre-jump this one 100%. But it's a good bump though, I guess. Right here, you should go for the bump, which is nice. Decent touch. Good demo. Good boost grab. Ooh, I don't know what your teammate is doing here, but like, you could even go for the mid boost here instead, right? The boost grab is fine, but if you go for the demo here, like this ball is a ball that you can pressure. Right here, you just leave the ball for your opponent to hit it, and you know your teammate overcommits, and it's a goal. Yeah, the more that I look at this, like the boost grab is a bit, you know, I wouldn't advise that. I would rather just have you pressure the ball and go for it instead. But it's all good. It happens. Oh, whoops. Good boost grab. You can go for this. Ooh, that's a bit of a rush touch. Yeah. You can probably take control of that if you just don't rush the touch as much, but it's all good. That's a greedy jump, but I guess it's a go. Okay. Yeah, you have so much time on the ball. You have so much time on the ball here. It's a clear one-on-one. You get a... Yeah, I don't know why you jump here. You have so much boost. You can just chill. Go for the carry and go for the flick. I guess it kind of works though, but like... yeah, I don't know about the first jump. It's a bit too rushed. Decent touch. Good good camera usage to look for the boost grab. Good thing that you don't go. You get a decent recovery in that. You're back, which is nice. Good pad grabs. Good fake. Yeah, this is a bit risky. Turning right here. Going for the front post here is very risky. But you get a 50, but it's fine. Taking a wider rotation would have been... Oh, that should have been a goal for sure. For sure, this should be a goal. You don't even have to double jump for this. You can actually single jump and just flip into it and score a banger. But I guess it's in regardless. Oh, good bump. Ooh, close. Ah, yeah. If you had the flip, that would have been nice. But I guess it timed out. Good idea, though. I like it. You can jump way earlier here. Like, you have the read on this ball. You can jump here and just, like, secure that the other guy won't be first. Because you know he's going to go. Like, no one in this rank is going to let this ball bounce. Because they just have to go, right? So jump here and just, like, line up for the 50. There's no need to be greedy here and try to go for the possession play. You have the boost to do it, so. This is yours. Ooh. You have the boost here to take, like, okay, so flick your stick. This is, again, like vision, right? You see your opponent is facing the wrong way. Even if he turns on this, he's going to get a wacky touch. Flick your stick to see where he's positioned, and then you can see that he's positioned the other way, and you can take your time with this ball instead of just, like, doing this. Good 50. Again, like you would have had the information in the game about who got demoed, but flicking your stick to see where he got demoed will help you a lot here because this mid pass goes to no one. You can play, you should play possession here and just like play possession and try to go for the solo play. Your teammate is in the corner and it's like the mid pass is without any intention. Good bump by your teammate. Good 50. Don't know what happened there. But it's the second time your teammate has just left the ball. Like that's the thing that you have to look out for, right? If you know that your teammate like has a tendency to just leave the ball in defense like this, going for the mid boost here is kind of greedy. Like instead of jumping for this, you could just like turn around and go back on defense because you know your teammate is pushing up, right? And you would have been there. Yeah, again, you're greeting for the boost. You have so much boost. Why? You have 80 boost. You could just rush back to net, bro. So, like, instead of slowing your momentum, you're both in the same corner. You're basically covering the exact same thing. Instead of going for the boost here, like, you can easily go for the boost and still make this save. But, like, you gotta rush back. You see your teammate is pushing so far up. And there's no reason that, like, there's no reason to believe that he's going to make this save. Just, like, rush back to net and be ready for the shot. You can see your opponent even pre-jumping for the shot, right? It's like, you know, it's an easily savable goal. If you just go back to net instead of wasting time in the corner. Nice. Ooh, yeah. Going for the bump here is kind of like, okay. The idea of going for the bump is okay, right? But once you see your teammate jump here, you know that he is not gonna go. He can't do anything on the ball. He's already in front of the ball, which means that he can't really make another touch on the ball. So his only move here is to try to go for the bump. If you go for the bump here as well, as you do, you're both committed. You're both in their net, and this is a free counterattack and a goal. So it's like, you know, pay attention to your teammate and what they're doing. Risky to trust your teammate in solo queue with the fake. Oh my god, what is he doing? That is a free goal. Unlucky. But it's really risky to trust your teammates in solo queue when they call the fake. Personally, I would just go for the kickoff and do that. Because you have okay kickoffs. Good demo. Should have been a goal, but whatever. Your teammate is turning. Okay, good patience. Musty. You have the time here to chill, right? You have 24 boosts, you can get into position. You're wasting boost on the way down instead of saving it for the actual shot. Good demo. Good 50, this should be a goal. That's a weak shot. Again, okay, so this is the thing that I see you do a lot. You rotate to the same side as your teammate. Like, who is covering the net in this situation? What happens if this ball bounces mid? Right? Instead of going for the left boost here, just take the pads and go back to net, my guy. It's like, why are you on the same side of as your teammate? Like, what is the reasoning behind this? Like, you're covering the exact same area. If this ball bounces mid, then it's a goal for sure, like 100%. If you instead of going for the left boost here, look at all of this free space. Look at it. Look at all these pads. They're just sitting there waiting to be taken. Instead, I'm gonna zoom out just to make a point of this, right? Look at this. You're both in this area. Who is in front of net? Look at this guy. He's so alone. If this ball bounces mid, it's a free goal for sure, right? Look at this. Look at all this free space. All of this free space. No one's there. Like, I get the fact, like, I get that the mid boost is very, very, very alluring. But you gotta realize that taking 5 pads instead and being back is way better than having 100 boost and way out of the play. You know? It's like, yeah, you have the boost, but what are you doing with the boost here? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nice boost grab. This is your ball. 50? Ah, Pogo, it's fine. You gotta go for the clips every now and again. You got 12 boost. You don't really have to jump here and go for the mid pass. You can just play possession and play for the 50. You have 12 boost. Just go back on the ground and go for the 50. It's way safer. Right now, you're just passing it to them, and that's a goal. You know, it's like, come on. Just wasting possession. Play the 50, play for possession, and play and do that, right? So I'm gonna show you a way to get better at the whole boost thing, right? So go into free play, and do where is it? Go standard boost and just drive around the field and try to always hold boost and go over the pads, right? And don't lose supersonic. Just go over the pads and, you know, work on the timing of the big pads and try to flip and try to get the pads, right? Just learn where the pads are. Take different routes. Oh, I whiffed that one. But like, take different routes and try to boost and stay supersonic and flip as much as you can, right? Power slide and work on your movement mechanics, because knowing where the pads are and how to get them is so important. Because if you can master how to like, you can easily get to SSL without taking big pads. It's all about the small pads. The big pads are just a bait, right? Don't go for big pads. Go for pads like the small ones, and then it's easy, right? Oh, whoops. So yeah, go for. You should really work on getting boost pads instead of going for big pads. Because what will happen then is that you will be in a position on offense and defense way more often that you can actually do something with, instead of like wasting of like 100 boost getting back, right? Because you just took the pad and now you're out of position. So number 1 is working on boost pads and collecting boost in an efficient manner, and number 2 is staying relevant to the play and not rotating on the same side of your as your teammate. Other than that, you know, other than that, I would say play ones and you know, see if you can get to GC 1 or like 1200 MMR or something like that, and then, you know, it's home free. But number 1, boost pads, and number 2, don't rotate on the same side as your teammate on defense. And yeah, good luck in your grind, dude. Peace.